This is In Critique. Today I want to talk about Desperate Housewives. I am making this video to prove to you guys that PLL and Desperate Housewives are the same show. There are so many similarities and I have 120 points to prove that statement. So let's do it. Both shows have people in it.
Wow.
Fairview and Rosewood are both small towns. Both towns are picture perfect. Characters in both shows live close by. There are 4 main female protagonists with their own niches. Gabby is shouty and fashionable just like Hannah is.
Okay, Mona, we get it. You can freaking sing.
Gabby is also Ezra sometimes.
Disgusting!
Lynette is hardworking and relatable just like Emily.
Good.
Susan is artistic and boy-obsessed, just like Arya.
Ezra's leaving. You happy now?
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Bree is entitled and perfectionistic, just like Spencer.
That's not who I am.
They all lose their best friend in suspicious circumstances. Edie is an outsider and she's not trusted, just like Mona. Allison is Mary Alice and Martha Hubert combined.
Well, then you clearly don't know me that well.
There are a lot of crimes surrounding them. People are keeping secrets. Shh. They all like to gossip and plot and get wrapped up in the drama. Both shows have shocking plot twists.
Hey!
A lot of people are out for revenge.
It's about revenge.
Housewives are also liars, they're just pretty grown-up liars. Both shows are sometimes very unhinged. And both shows are witty.
For the love of God, I used to check his back for acne.
Wow, I thought that I was losing it.
Yeah. All characters drink coffee. Girls meet at the brew to chat, and housewives meet up for poker to gossip. There are inappropriate relationships between adults and minors in both shows. There are country clubs in both shows. And there is arson in both shows. There are hospitals.
Yes, I want to go to the hospital!
There are gay people in both shows, but PLL somehow only has lesbians. Jenna and Carlos both lose their sight. There is cheating in both shows, and it's done mostly by Arya and Gabby. Oh, and Spencer. Twins run in De Laurentiis family and Scavo family. There are fashion shows in both shows. And I think they're both for charity as well. There are dollhouses in both shows. There are characters that receive unwelcomed back sanitation.
Somebody called for an estimate, said you had some kind of infestation in your basement.
There are lies about who the father is in both shows. Both Ezra and Arya and Bree write a book.
I have a master's degree in American literature. There is nothing I can't handle.
Mary Alice is all-knowing narrator, and guess who else is all-knowing? A is. Bree invented homophobia before Pam did.
Are you stoned? No!
Julie thinks she's pregnant, just like Allison thought she's pregnant. And then she actually gets pregnant, just like Allison actually got pregnant.
That's what he left me with. Sportswear catalogs and a baby.
Both Bree and Spencer go to mental institutions. There are therapists in both shows, aka Dr. Sullivan and Dr. Goldberg. There is babysitting in both shows. Hannah is run over by Mona, just like Mrs. Solis was run over by Andrew. Mrs. Hodge has a parrot, just like Allison's grandma did. And both parrots are used for clues.
Allison and Tippy were roommates in Georgia.
God, they were roommates.
Bree pretended to be pregnant, just like Melissa did. In both shows, most black characters are killed.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
People are divorcing in both shows. Danny is hiding his father cheating, just like Arya did. There is a mystery around people with their last name being Young in both shows. Bree brings baskets to her new neighbors, just like Pam. Characters stay at motels. Both shows have people burying other people in their gardens. There is a talk about breast enhancements in both shows.
I am all for boob jobs, but when I see those, I want to move.
There are deaths of fathers and mothers in both shows. And some people will go to church, both in PL and Desperate Housewives. They go to church.
Bye, bye, bye.
Gabby and Carlos have financial problems, just like Ashley and Hannah. Julie is hanging out with the street's Boo Radley, Zach Young, in the same way that Spencer gets acquainted with Toby. Desperate husbands play golf, just like Byron did, and we know this because he have golf clubs. Both Desperate Housewives and Liars use lip glosses. Susan and Mike, as well as Gabby and Carlos, get remarried, just like Byron and Ella. Byron has an affair because he's cheating on Ella, and they get divorced, just like Carl is cheating on Susan, and they also get divorced. Carl is a lawyer, just like Peter Hastings.
Mushroom puff?
Both housewives and liars sleep in their makeup, apparently. There are catfights in both shows. There is fat shaming in both shows.
Tell Bob and Lee that I'll pay for the dent in their lawn.
Martha and Orson are blackmailing people, just like Mona, and then Cece, and then Alex Drake.
Would you like a sedative?
There is underage drinking in both shows. There are talks about pageants in both shows.
These pageants aren't just about being pretty anymore.
And there are corrupt cops.
That was a horny cop.
People are running in both shows. Women being with each other's exes. People are getting shot. There are kidnappings in both shows. Both Renee and Hannah dress as Marilyn for Halloween. Coincidence? I don't think so. There are dolls in both shows. And they are not Barbie dolls. I wish they were, to be honest. There are sons appearing in their fathers' lives, although the fathers didn't know they existed before. Both Liars and Housewives bury a guy in the woods and then keep it a secret. Ladies in both shows have to go back to the victim's car and try to cover their tracks. There are assumptions of people being gay in both shows that are not true.
I'm not gay.
There are blackmail notes. Who? There are guns. Both Liars and some housewives end up in jail. Some running through the woods sequences. Gabby and Bree, the same as Spencer and Hannah, are the most brilliant, chaotic duos of the shows.
Ow! Not your cookie.
People looking at the family albums. People spending time in the graveyards. There is an art exhibition in both shows, both displaying what the artist wasn't consenting to. Both Susan and Hannah have a tell when they lie.
I have a towel and you guys never told me?
People getting pregnant.
Are you pregnant?
There are funerals in both shows. Breaking stuff to make oneself feel better. There are murder trials. There are weddings in both shows. And pies. There's a lot of pies, and I love to see those pies.
Why pie?
It's my suicide pie.
There are white fences. I repeat, there are white fences. Both shows have 7 seasons.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, Desperate Housewives has 8, but the statement is still true because it also has 7 seasons, if you know what I mean. Both shows exist in only one type of weather. For PLL, it's never-ending November, and for Desperate Housewives, I guess it's kind of May or June. Both shows have Christmas episodes. And Andrea Parker played in both shows. You know, Mrs. De Laurentiis and Jane. Same actress. She is iconic.
She's got a point. She's an icon. She's a legend. And she is the moment.
Wow.
So Carlos's attorney is actually a DA in the show called Lying Game. And Lying Game is based on a book by Sarah Shepard.
I miss Miss Shepard.
Just like Pretty Liars. Do you see the connection here? They are intertwined. These shows are connected. They are the same show and yet they are still connected. They are twins. There are 2 Rain episodes in both shows. There are some characters in both shows that share names, such as Andrew, Mike, Zach, Caleb, Mona, Wayne, Travis. I mean, there's one character in Desperate Housewives called Travers, but that's pretty close, right? Isn't it? Also, Alex and Paige.
I'm like catnip.
There was a 5-year time jump in both shows. There are exactly 3 Halloween episodes in both shows. Concept of the scene is exactly the same in both shows. Just watch it.
And he shouldn't have left us for Jane.
He didn't leave us, he left me.
Nobody needs to know that we got dumped.
We didn't get dumped. I did.
There is a full circle moment at the end of both shows.
I've looked everywhere for her.
When someone arrives, either from the dead or from Paris, they say, "Did you miss me?"
Did you miss me?
Did you miss me?
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy all my ridiculous points about both of those shows. Please subscribe. Because I want to feed my cat. And follow me on Instagram, and follow my cat on Instagram, and follow me on TikTok because I have
exceptional
amount of videos in there. I have 3 videos, yeah.
Okay, bye.